Hey everybody, welcome to Pace Studios here in New York City. We are very happy to be joined by SOJA. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome. You guys have a new album coming out tomorrow. Poetry in Motion.
Yeah.
So you're gonna play a few songs for us.
Yeah, we got 3 songs we're going to do acoustic style for you guys today, and it's nice to be here and check out this wonderful backdrop. For anybody who doesn't know, there's a lot of really famous live recordings and some other stuff behind it.
Good vibe here.
Yeah, cool vibe,
Cool
and also
vibe.
don't spill anything.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit of the first song you're gonna play for us?
Yeah, so the record kind of goes as a progression. The first song suggests that maybe things could be different if you started with yourself. And the last song kind of wraps up remembering maybe like a time a little while ago when things were easier. When you're a kid, you know, things kind of come naturally, and you get older and you find that you struggle with yourself, and everybody has things they're good at and things that they're bad at, and part of the key to life is to focus on your strengths instead of your weaknesses, even though it's the opposite of the human condition. That's what this one's kind of about.
Thanks.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and... Yeah. We could spend more time together, and I'm talking to you. You could get out of that mirror, and we could talk this through. My eyes open wide. All I see is truth. In this life, I'll always find you. I'll find you. I'll find you. Yeah. The days are passing faster than I ever hoped they would. And I watch as we go apart, and we separate too. But my heart's open wide, and all I need is you. We feel it in the rain and in the room. I'll find you. I'll find you. The seasons changing one by one, and we are changing too. We are circles in no stars, and we are God's own brew. My mind's open wide, and as I read the news, we become the cancer that we're trying to remove. And I found you. I found you. And I found you. And I found you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful, guys. Thanks. So I have a question. What is for you to play in this kind of set? This is acoustic. You always play with a band with electric guitars and a big drum kit.
Sure.
And we can see here like a street drummer.
Trash kit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trash kit. Yeah, trash
yeah.
kit. What is that for you? Like,
In a way, it's more fun because when you have like a really big show, you have your ears and your board and your tracks and your stuff, and then there's like a ton going on, and you miss some of the nuances and the little things that happen when you sit here with acoustic instruments around you. You can hear what everybody's doing, and it's also something else that's more relaxed. I'd say, Helman, what do you think, man?
Intimate.
Intimate, yeah.
that's true. And you're playing beautiful acoustic guitars.
Haha.
Rock Bridge, yeah.
You
So-
know about Rockbridge?
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, this is crazy stuff.
crazy stuff. Great guitars.
The case for this guitar, Brian Calhoun, the guy who makes them, handed me this like a week ago.
Oh, really?
And he gives it to me, and he was gonna make me a guitar. And he gave us these two as like loaner guitars until he made our guitars. And there was something about this guitar, and I was like, dude. And I design all my own, like my PRS guitars.
Yeah.
Are all, we
really?
design, we design our own stuff, and I'm really into that architecture and design and things like that. But this one, like sometimes you play something, it's like this thing, you don't want to change anything.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this thing feels like it has a soul. And he was like, well, it just got off tour with Bob Weir. I was
Nice.
like, oh, all right. I'm keeping
Got
it.
some mojo over there.
Yeah, I'll stay with this one.
So you were recording your album in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Sure.
So that's your home state, no, guys?
It's close. Arlington, Virginia is one of the first suburbs of Washington, D.C., which is where the original members of the band were from. A few guys still live there. A lot of us have gone other places. But Charlottesville is the home of Dave Matthews
Yeah.
Band and
Rock
of
Bridge.
Red Light Management and of Rockbridge Guitars. It's just like a really great place. And we were lucky enough to be invited into Dave Matthews Band's studio, and it's the same studio from the Everyday video, and like you walk in and you're like, dude, this is insane. And they focus not really on like new stuff, they focus on like older, I mean they have everything, but the
Yeah.
focus is on like the microphone, the board, the room, the floor, the ceiling, like the focus is on like the organic side of the recording. So it was a great place to do it. But yeah, Charlottesville is where we got it done.
Nice. So can you tell us a little bit of your second song?
Sure, I think the next one we're doing is called More. And it's a song about how there's really only one law of nature. And it shows up in, pardon me, when we see like anything, like if you look at government, the good part of government is that it would represent people and do good for them. It wouldn't take too much and it wouldn't take too little. It would be there to keep you balanced.
Yeah.
Same thing with religion. We see all these terrible parts of religion, but the best part that everyone agrees on they like about religion is when they say, don't take too much and don't take too little and let's keep this thing balanced. And there's really only one law of nature. If a tree takes too much water, it falls. If it takes too little water, it falls. So the secret of the middle way is kind of like, as humans, we like to swing way left and swing way right. That's how my life has gone anyway. And this song is about like, man, like, are we ever gonna figure out that like right down the middle, like when you see the Dalai Lama like walking through the airport and there's all this craziness around him and like there's something in him where it's like like nothing can shake him. So he's going down the middle, and the song is about what if accumulation and competition stopped being the focal point of our life, this left to right swing, and what if compassion and love took us right down the middle. And the song is called More because we always ask for more, but it's like, isn't that kind of the problem?
All right, thanks, man.
All right. Yeah, I like it. like the dollar is your friend now. You see the human as a race so you can win now. See the animal as food to fill the plate now. See your brother as a reason you can need now. You see the family as little 2 or 3, so you treat the rest as if they aren't even people. You trust your government, you trust your steeple. Get on your knees, nothing's equal. And we call more and more and more. Just give me more and more and more. Yeah. Yeah, we say again more and more and more. Just give me more and more and more. Who are we? Who are we? What am I dreaming of? What if we treated our daughters like our sons more? And told them living off your looks will leave you done for. Told them truth is in yourself and you're the reason. But we give them makeup and tell them that she should believe in 100 years and these girls are not free. We let them vote and tell them that should make them happy. They see the sex and prostitution's what you're after, so you can turn your sister to beautiful disaster. It's more, more and more. It's more and more. Who are we? Yeah. It's more and more. It's more and more. Who are we? Who are we? Yeah, what am I dreaming of? Can't stop dreaming of. What am I dreaming of? What if the pace was slower like the 4 seasons? And one love was something everyone believed in. A slap across the left was just your reason to give the right every time it's your left was bleeding. The leaders were leadership that we needed. The Bible learned to speak instead of preaching. Like love your brother like yourself instead of heathens. And New York City's a beautiful place to be in. And all the politics and the tricks are gone. And the government was the one that we want. And the Pope knew how to love. And you could smile at your brother now, now. And what if that was more? And what if that was more? And what if that was more? And what if that was more?
All right. So guys, so tonight you're playing the Bowery Ballroom here in New York City, and then you're heading south to Latin America. So para todos los hermanos latinoamericanos, SOJA está yendo para Brasil, después bajan a Uruguay, a Montevideo, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Santiago, Lima, Perú, Colombia, and then Mexico. and then New York again, I think.
Probably. Yeah.
So, guys, please, Poetry in Motion is your new album. You have another song for us.
Yeah, this is a song that was written. We had a situation in the band where we lost someone who was close to us, and I was sitting there thinking, like, life's really weird. Like, we spend our whole lives thinking that we can hold on to minutes and seconds and hours and days and months and years, and like we all do it. It's really weird. And when you look at it, like I was talking with our manager about this, and he was talking about, when you look at, he was saying, what if time didn't exist? And it made me think of when you look at like an animal or like a plant or anything other than us, they don't think about time. They don't really think about like their existence like that. Like, and when you don't think about it, it's not really real. It's something that we sort of invented, like, okay, well, in 3 years, I'm going to be this. And then in 5 years, I'm going to, it's like, I mean, it's cool. And I guess it's a good way to keep organized, but it's a human invention. So in the song, the author is wondering about that stuff in the verse. And in the chorus, he starts to like understand a little bit. He zooms out. And he sees that like his eye is like his brain, and then it's like the earth, and then there's like the Milky Way, and he starts to be like, wait a minute, like like I might have been thinking about this completely wrong, like these circles keep going around, and you lose someone, and it makes you feel like sad because you miss them being next to you. But I don't think they're really sad. I think they're like now in the bigger circle, and they're at peace. And I've talked to a few people who've left in my life, and they are like smiling. And so when you go like, you feel sad and then you feel them, they're kind of like going like this, like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's not like that. Like there's nothing sad about transition. And as humans, we always want things to stay the same. But the only thing that ever stays the same is that everything changes.
Change is part of life.
Death is
part of life.
Right, and that's a good point that you make. If you have like this cup, like I don't care about this cup. Like you can crush this cup in front of me, like it doesn't do anything to me. But if somebody hurts him, like
you're gonna feel it.
You feel that.
Yeah.
And it's because I know that he, or like a flower, or like a tree, or a dog, or anything that is living requires love and compassion, and also one day they will be gone. So sort of like the thing we're most scared of is the only thing that makes any of this shit worth anything to begin with. Like if I live forever, I wouldn't care about any of this.
You have time.
Yeah,
you
right.
Can live forever.
And it comes back to time, and it's like, well, shit, we invented time. So all you really have is life.
Yeah.
You don't have time, and you don't have permanent, and you don't. So that's what this song is about.
I read that you wrote it in an airport.
I wrote it in an airport. Yeah, we canceled a tour because someone there was a situation, and I was sitting outside of the airport in Buenos Aires, I think. Is that where you're from?
Yes. Buenos Aires.
I was sitting outside of the airport by myself, and I was just thinking about like how sad this is, and then it just like hit me like this isn't sad. It's just, we think it's sad, but like it's not sad. Like this is, and one day that'll be me too, and that'll be literally everyone I know, whether they've wronged me or I've wronged them, or they were the perfect person or the worst person that ever was. It doesn't matter, man. It's all the same for everybody. And if you look at it in the correct way, maybe that's where we can find peace. And a lot of songwriters are constantly without peace, and like you can't find peace in your life, and so a lot of this stuff is, anyway, I'm starting to go on and on about this, but that's funny to say. That's what the song's about.
All right.
We just move on a minute. We go first on a second. The sky is the limit. Watch how earth is a blessing. Every second you're in it, every minute you're guessing. For celebration into this life, it's you slipping. You're sliding away and you see it's never enough. You hear it begging for more, so on your knees you get up. We're the poetry in motion, we're the fire in the sky. Slip sliding with purpose into the black, into the sky. And stars and feeling a suggestion that we were and are connected in the essence of a final plan. It's bigger than us, like a memory that you just can't touch. It's like the universe, it's a circle that is basic and the world spins round. Cause everything changes and the rest in place. The human race, the sky and stars, and the poetry is just us. Every city we live in, we take the chance that you're given. The day out is wordy, you speak the truth that you listen. The dreamer is real and we make the rebel a god. The heroes forever, we make each other the law. Never felt it before in the way that I feel it now. In the air that we breathe and create the life that we love. So until we meet again, I am forever your friend. Sliding with purpose into the black, into the sky and stars, and feeling a suggestion that we were and are connected in the essence of a final plan. It's bigger than us, like a memory you just can't touch. It's like the universe, it's a circle that is basic and the world spin round. As everything changes and the rest in place. But the human race, the sky and stars, and the poetry is just us. We just move on a minute, so we go first on a second. The sky is the limit, see the earth is a blessing. Every second you're in it, every minute you're guessing. We're a celebration into this life that you're slipping. You're sliding away and you see it's never enough. And you hear it begging for mom, and so on your knees you get up. And we are the poetry in motion, the fire in the sky. Just sliding with purpose into the black, into the sky and stars. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can feel it, feel it, feel it right now. And you can see it, you can kind of see it right now. The poetry is us. Thank you guys very much. Thank y'all for having
SOJA.
us.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the studio
Absolutely.
today. I know you're celebrating 28th anniversary as a band.
I think it depends on where you see the start of the band, but yeah, if you say we started when we were 17, then yeah, this is 20.
20
Yeah, and I've been
years.
thinking about saying
It's a
we
long
started
relationship.
I've been thinking about saying we
Oh, you
started
did?
it when we were 7, so that would make me 27. But whatever, it's fine. Who cares, man?
So guys,
It's
so
just time.
tonight,
Remember
Bowery
what I said
Ballroom.
about time?
Thank you so much for coming out here, SOJA.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. See you next time.